is a great question. Or should I say, that is the right question. It's so easy to be confused nowadays because there are more religions and more religious organizations to choose from. Many people believe in God. The pagans pray to a God. All religions call on their God. But do we all have the same concept of the word God? We who are seekers, who are called believers, are focused on knowing the true God. But the question is, do you know the God that you are worshiping? Have you ever experienced Him and really know Him by heart? It's so common to say that you know God and yet you have never met Him and encountered Him personally in your life. I believe man by himself cannot bridge the unknown to discover God. The reality is we can never discover God unless God revealed and reveals Himself to us. But from cover to cover, the Bible is full of truth into God's character that we can discover. But do you know that the word God in the Bible is not really a name? When I was young, I thought the name of God is the word God. But I discovered that the word God is not really a name, but it's a description of who He is. The word God in the Bible means self-existing one. Self-existing means He doesn't need anyone for Him to exist. The word God also means self-sufficient one. Self-sufficient means He doesn't need anything for Him to survive. The word God also means self-sustaining being. Self-sustaining means He doesn't need any outside force to sustain Him. Meaning God is able to continue to live in a healthy state without any outside assistance or force. Now here's the cool part. In the beginning, God already wanted to introduce Himself to us. And He wanted us to know Him as Creator, as Lord, as all-powerful God, as King of Kings, and especially as a Father. In Genesis chapter 1 verse 1 it says, "In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth." In the original transliteration says, "Bersiat bara Elohim." It says, in beginning, God created. It means God did not start when the beginning started, but He Himself started the beginning. It shows that God begins the beginning and He started start. So He is beyond the beginning because He is the one who initiated the onset of everything. Therefore, God is not confined and subjected to time and space because He is the one who created time and space, and He created and begins the beginning of all creation. Now God did not only begins the beginning, but when He created all things, He put purposes and laws in all creation so that they could function successfully. Now this is so important because if God did not do that, then everything He created will be chaotic, disarray, and out of order. And we all know that God is not out of order, but He is a God of order. So this God who is self-existing, self-sufficient, and self-sustaining, who does not need anyone, anything, and any outside force to help Him survive, is the same God who begins the beginning of all creation with their purposes and laws so that they could live and function accordingly to their purposes. If you want to know more about this God, then call on Him and seek Him. And I assure you, He will reveal Himself to you. In Isaiah chapter 55 verse 6 it says, "Seek the Lord while you can find Him. Call on Him while He is near." Hope this simple message gives you a glimpse of understanding who is God. We will continue to talk about Him in the next video.